going on there. That's the state
Well,
of
there you
medical
go.
marijuana.
Tell us, let's move in. You guys have heard 1,000 hours of reporting on the shooting, so we thought we'd hold off on that, but we do have comments on these last couple of tragedies over the weekends. So tell us about the self-contradictions of the El Paso shooting.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, right away, I found out about this manifesto, and Saturday evening I got a hold of it, or Sunday morning, and I started tearing it apart. And oh my goodness, it was flying in a million directions.
So what kind of Republican is this
Yeah,
guy?
yeah,
Tell
well,
us.
and to be
likely
honest
voter.
with you, if you read what he says, he is not even closely aligned to the Democrats or Republicans or
Is he
libertarians.
like a
or
radical
anything.
environmentalist?
And that was the one thing where he had some similarities with the Democrat Party.
An Australian guy,
Wait, you know what I got from him?
New Zealand shooter.
He's a mainstream media consumer. That's
Oh.
what I got out of it.
Yeah.
Because he is all over the map like mainstream media is.
Yeah.
And pretty much along the lines that they are.
And he makes the same conclusions.
He
jumps
makes
to
the same
conclusions.
jumps.
So
Same
he's
kinds of jumps.
yes,
Yeah.
he starts out talking about the Great Replacement, which is a conspiracy theory that
I've been working on it.
was right, and it's kind of gotten popular in Europe because of the influx of all the immigrants going on. The Great Replacement. There's a lot of people buy into it because
David, what are you even talking about? What's the Great Replacement?
it's when you exchange the population of Europe from the Caucasians, if you will, to other ethnicities, to a significant amount
by flooding the
Right.
nation.
Well, that's
with-
ridiculous,
with
David.
the
That
different-
couldn't happen.
It supposes that you need something to get those people from, North Africa, West Africa, Middle Eastern states. How are you going to get them
Welfare
out?
work?
And how are you going to get people to be sympathetic? Maybe it's called the Arab Spring. Maybe it's called civil wars and refugees. And that's exactly what happened.
Wars
What a conspiracy
caused by,
theory.
You see what I'm saying?
Wars caused by the countries that they then move into.
You mean the Clintons' wars have consequences?
All right, we're starting to sound like a manifesto here.
Right,
Tell us get us back to what the guy said.
So he's very much a Ku Klux Klan white separatist for sure.
Classic Democrat.
But classic Southern 1960s Democrat. Yes, I would call him a cross between Governor George Wallace of Alabama, the big segregationist who stood in the schoolhouse door, who said segregation today, tomorrow, and forever. That guy. And then a cross between him and the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, who was a environmental extremist, fatalist, and went about terrorizing based on that. So those are the two big influences. But the interesting thing, he said, this invasion, we just can't stop. They're taking over everything. So he goes from his upper middle class suburban home in Allen, Texas.
Was it Allen or McAllen?
Allen.
So it was Allen.
It was Allen, Texas. Drives all the way out to the tip of the east or west end to El Paso. El Paso is a city that's 350 years old.
It's a border town, right?
It's that and Juarez, Mexico are just like
They're sister
half and
cities.
half. Yes, right. And so anyway, these people, many of them have lived. Their families go back 300 years there or more. And they're Hispanic by 85%. I mean, it's integrated.
And they replaced the natives hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Keep in mind that you've got a military base, army base. You've got Fort Bliss there, so you have some influx of people coming in from outside. So, but if there's anybody who didn't belong there, it was this kid from Allen, Texas. Because these are people who live there in a town that's always been predominantly Hispanic. Since way before Texas was its own nation.
Since Cortez killed most of the natives.
And this is the interesting thing, because he said people are going to call him a hypocrite because what about the natives and what we did to the natives? And he actually
What
answered.
if the left is talking about the colonizer Cortez?
Yeah.
Well, right, but that was more in South America. Mexico.
Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah. So Anyway, so he decides to shoot him up. Now, to me, I would think, well, if he's going to pick at anybody, it would be logical go after some of these detention compounds, right? And shoot that up. But no, he actually tells, by the way, he believes he's starting a movement. He's very much in self-aggrandizement, thinking he's initiating this thing. And so,
that other patriots will
Right,
follow
Like the
suit.
Christchurch shooter in New Zealand.
No, right.
Yes.
He started out by saying he's very aligned with the Christchurch.
Yeah, they have the same
Yeah,
ideology.
right. But what he says is, look, there's no cowardice in trying to avoid hard targets. He says, go after the soft targets. Gun-free zones? Yes. Go after places where people are not allowed to have guns and be there.
Highly democratic
Now,
congressional
mind
districts.
Walmart
you,
stores.
People were wondering. They said this was Texas. Why wasn't he shot by like 9
So-
people? Well, this is a
Right.
democratic district,
Now, keep in mind.
and they legally carry less often than conservative districts. This is a
So,
fact.
so what he did then was he went after a gun-free zone to start shooting up. What do the Democrats want? They want more gun-free zones.
To be fair, it wasn't a gun-free zone. It was an open carry-free zone.
Not in that store.
Oh.
The laws allow for a proprietor to say no guns allowed.
I
in the
got you.
store.
Did Walmart do that at this location?
Oh yeah.
There was signage, no guns at all.
Oh well, right. All of the Walmart stores that way.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
Well, they didn't used to be.
Okay. Well.
Point of contention.
That
Tell
could-
us. Tell us, viewers.
Yeah. Let's
Please
check
do.
up on that.
No, because it could have been a mall. It was a Walmart in a mall.
No, there was a mall across the parking lot.
Oh, is that what
Yes,
it was?
yes.
So it was.
Walmarts
Oh,
and
okay. So I
malls.
was
And
mistaken.
and so, but yes.
Now that we're in
things-
perfect agreement, let's move on.
Things eventually spread over there. But so he's telling people, and by the way, he says, "I love my fellow Americans." He said that in it. The question is,
Even the domestic terrorists.
the question is who are his fellow Americans? Because he says in this manifesto, he says the only solution for the United States is to split up into a confederacy of separate territories by race, where
Correct.
people will be forcibly moved to whatever territory represents their race.
Well, and it was really weird because he doubles back around on himself numerous times.
Yeah.
It's almost
He
as if
said-
this guy is not a coherent, concise thinker.
Let's also remember we're talking about 21.
Oh,
2021, yes.
Yeah, they know
Frontal
everything.
lobe wasn't fully
we're
developed
not
yet.
talking about a grown man with a fertile cortex.
Oh no, they know more than you or I do. Just ask them;
The
they'll
guy's
tell you.
21. What I'm saying,
They do vote Democrat the majority
a
of the time.
21-year-old doesn't have the wherewithal to create a nation and plan where everybody.
Right,
should
that's-
Right.
I don't know. George
Well,
Washington is leading the Revolutionary Army when he was 20.
let's
Checkmate.